This is not your typical podcast.
Get ready for a bold conversation with world changers.
Led by two unstoppable hosts with Down syndrome. The Audrey
And Jeremy Show.
What's up, guys? My name is Audrey Presby from the Audrey and Jeremy Show, and you are watching the Audrey and Jeremy Show.
Yes. Hello, my name is Jeremy Fraser. We are so happy you are here, and I'm excited to introduce our guest, Ed Lynch.
Yay.
Work is all about opportunity, inclusion, and showing what people with disabilities can do. Ed started Mychal's Learning Place in 2002 in the memory of his daughter, Mychal. After realizing there are very few programs that could support her needs, Ed created businesses where people with disabilities can train and work. Those are Mychal Café Bakery. That sounds really awesome. And Mychal Print and Embroidery. That sounds really awesome.
Embroidery.
We are so excited to talk to him today, and welcome, Ed.
Well, good morning and welcome to you as well. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
I love doing that. Okay. So please describe Mychal's Learning Place and sort of needs you want to be served.
Yes, so I started Mychal's Learning Place 24 years ago as an after-school program at first. For about first 10 years was an after-school program, and then we started an adult day program in 2013 to provide independent living skills, job skills training, employment for individuals with developmental disabilities, autism, Down syndrome. And what we found was with the adult program that we weren't finding enough job partners to hire and train our students. So that's when the whole bakery idea started in 2016.
2016. How old I was when I found out about this?
That's cool because
Probably now, yeah.
it's really cool because it's aspiring. Now we have students in Mychal's and they have experience with employment skills.
Right. Well, employment it's a big issue. I mean, you guys are fortunate to get to do what you do, right? And you enjoy it and you love showing up and doing it. Unfortunately, anybody with a disability, you're looking at an 85% unemployment rate. So we're trying to do our part to create those employment opportunities in the training. We can't hire everybody, but we can train as many as we can and then try to find the job partners to help us along with that.
Yeah.
Love that. Who are the ideal students at Mychal's Learning Place?
The individuals have developmental disabilities. Like I mentioned earlier, they have autism and Down syndrome. Ages are in the after-school program are 13 to 22. The adult program is 18 to 30. And they find us through the local regional centers and word of mouth from other families. Really trying to create opportunities that create awareness out in the community that whether we have a label attached to us or not, we're all capable and able. We should be employed. We should have a quality of life, social life, everything that I get to have, everybody deserves to have.
Yeah.
I love that.
Nice. So what kinds of things do students learn in your program?
So we'll stick with the adult program right now. So in the adult program, the students are learning life skills, things that we all need to learn to be independent. And everybody's got a different idea of what independence is, whether it's living alone with a roommate in a home, with your family, or in a group home, whatever it might be that you want to do. And so providing those skills, what does that mean? On Mondays, our adult program students go to the market and they buy their food for a week. So they have to shop with their money to buy their food. They're on a limited budget. They come back, they prepare their meals 5 days a week at Mychal's. To prepare the lunches for when they go off to job sites or when they're on site. 1 day a week, they cook a recipe as a group, and then they all eat together. So they decide on what they want to have, and then they all make it together. laundry skills, travel training, everything again to be independent. What does that take? What does that look like?
Yeah.
For you guys, what does independence look like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's important for people to know that because a lot of people don't have that. And the reality with people with disabilities can't do anything. Like we just said, independence is one of them.
Right,
And I love that.
right,
Like moving out, that's a big part of being a adult.
right.
And I guess it's really inspiring to listen to that because I see myself also moving out, and I'm working towards being more independent on my own,
Right.
and what I'm capable of doing.
You can do anything, right? If you put your mind to it. I mean, we just talked
Yeah.
earlier and you're telling me you're surfing. I mean, that's not something I've ever done. And you're doing that. You know,
Yeah.
you guys are doing a podcast. I've not done a podcast.
Wow.
So what you guys are doing is very independent and you're loving what you do, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love it a lot.
I love it a lot also.
I'm also kind of independent myself.
Yeah.
Like what Jimmy said. Yeah, I can surf, but the things I have done, I have my own house. I can do my own laundry,
Great.
and I learned how to actually make sure your house is clean
Right.
and responsibilities as my own homeowner. And that's pretty much all I need to know about having my own house. My parents got that for me. They made it easier for me so I can do everything by myself
That's great.
until I ask for help, and then my overnight staff will come and help me. That's pretty sure my independence in my own place.
How does that make you feel to have your own apartment, your own home?
Oh, I love it.
You love it?
I love it. Especially on the weekends. I get weekends by myself. And I do not want to see my parents.
Right.
And they spoil me too much with the house and all nice stuff that
Right.
I won't able to leave my house.
Right. Right.
So I do everything inside my house now.
Yeah.
Good for you. I think
That's
that's
awesome.
wonderful. I think that's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the Path to Independence program?
So the Path to Independence program is what the adult program is, right? It's what is their path to independence? What for you guys, what would your path to independence be? You mentioned, Jeremy, wanting to live on your own one day. How do you get there, right? So that is the path.
Yeah.
It's having job training opportunities and for our students and participants to find a thing that they love to do, not just to get a job, but get a job you want to show up for. So it's enjoyable. This is your job right now. You love doing this. You like showing up for this. That's what every job should be for everybody. And I think it's just important that we provide as many opportunities as we can, which is what the Path to Independence program does, and try to find new partners outside of Mychal's that will provide that job training for them as well.
Yeah.
I love that.
Good. Okay, this is great. When did you open Mychal's Café and Bakery?
So Mychal's Café and Bakery, the whole bakery idea started in 2016 at our kitchen in Hawthorne at our day program. Ryan was making chocolate chip cookies. So everything started with Ryan's chocolate chip cookies. And then we turned into a pop-up barista service. So we started to go out into the community with our espresso machines and all our baked goods that the students had made. And then we got a food truck, and the food truck was going out into the community. And then coming out of COVID, we had to re-look at our direction we were going. And we ended up running a little cafe out of Torrance Memorial's hospital because they were going to have to close it. And so when we saw the space, and I was talking to the lady that was running it, I said, well, we could run your cafe for you. So that became the first stepping stone to actually owning a cafe.
Yeah.
We were there for 3 years, and then a year and a half ago, we opened Mychal's Café in Redondo Beach. Breakfast and lunch restaurant, 7 days a week. Students do the cooking, they do the register, they do the serving. They're learning and doing it all.
I love
Oh,
that.
that's good.
I also work in a cafe.
You do? Where do
Yeah.
you
You
work?
did.
It's
You
in
did.
Tustin, in the block from my house, and It's called the Best of Friends Cafe.
Best of Friends Cafe.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one that makes really good lemon cakes?
Yes. Yeah, they do make the best lemon cakes. I got a job there, and two of my siblings work there with me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I also had a job coach that
Right.
could help me with certain things I need help
Right.
with, like dishes, cutting stuff,
Right.
and it's easy to do the ice tray, and you put the ice in
Right.
the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work in the cafe. And then after, I loved it, and I just fell in love with it. And then during COVID, we tried to get a new oven,
Right.
but we didn't,
Right.
and they just kick us out. So
They closed the cafe?
yeah, completely.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Permanently.
I'm sorry to
Permanently,
hear
so-
that.
Permanently.
Yeah, but now I'm going to a new cafe.
You are?
You're a cafe.
You're going to come up to our cafe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we are.
Yes, you
We
are.
are.
What are you going to make when you're there? What do you want to learn how to make?
Well, for starters, shirts.
So you want to go to the print shop as
I
well?
wanna go
You
to the print shop.
guys will learn how to make some
Make
shirts,
some
love that.
shirts.
maybe some espresso drinks, a matcha drink for you.
Definitely matchas.
Yeah.
matcha.
Definitely matchas.
And so how did you feel about having a job coach when you were at the job?
It was awesome
Was it awesome?
to talk to them, get to know them.
You felt supported by them?
Yeah,
That's great.
they helped me with taking the trash out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got job coaches that come into the cafe and work with students from our day program that come down during the day that aren't employees.
Yeah.
So half the people that are employed there have developmental disabilities.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Hey, I don't know this. I don't know why, but this idea popped in my head.
But go ahead.
Maybe we could work at Mychal's Cafe and Bakery.
That would be fun.
Why don't we open one down here?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Michael's Orange County.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Right? Running down to the beach and one in Newport. That'd be
That'd be
awesome.
pretty awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What kind of jobs do students do at the cafe and bakery?
Okay, cafe and bakery. So so we have a bakery in Hawthorne and we have our cafe in Redondo Beach. So in Hawthorne, they're making the batter, they're making the cookies, the muffins, the scones, the breads, the loaves. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yes.
sounds
Okay,
good.
I definitely want to do that now.
We'll be spoiling you when you come up on the 20th. You guys get to taste a little of everything.
Yeah.
So they do everything in the kitchen, right? So they use the oven, they use the knives, they do the mixing, the measuring, they do all of that. Some students need more support. Some students do it very, very independently. So we have some specialty cookies that are decorated for the seasons. Like right now it's Valentine's, so we're doing hearts that are decorated.
Yeah, cute.
Emmanuel does all of those.
Yeah.
So Emmanuel's been an employee of Mychal's before COVID, full-time employee. He's in the bakery 5 days a week, and he does great work in there. At the restaurant, the students are working at the register, making the espresso drinks, bussing the tables, dropping the food off at the tables, in the kitchen, making the paninis, the salads, everything. My ultimate goal is one day that everybody in there that works there has a disability.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. On TikTok,
Yeah.
I saw some of the employers from Mychal's Print and Design. When did you open the print service?
So the print business, the idea came in 2017. And I was at, the Lakers had built a new training facility in El Segundo. And I got to go to their open house. And at the open house, they printed a picture of me on a Lakers mug and gave it to me as a gift. And they did that for everybody there, which I thought was kind of interesting. I'm not going to drink from a cup of coffee that's got my face on it, but I appreciated the gift. But what I did was I learned how to make those mugs. I watched the guys making the mugs. And then 2 weeks later, bought the equipment. And that equipment turned into buying print shop equipment, embroidery equipment. And then in 2019 is really when we launched the print business. And then we moved into the Redondo Beach location, which you guys will be visiting as well, 4 years ago. And so we've got 3 students that are employed there, 5 days a week. We're working hard. Business is continuing to grow. And it's quality work, right? It's about every garment that somebody orders comes with a tag that talks about who did the work and that who we are supporting. And it's creating that much needed awareness out in the community that's just because somebody has a disability, it's just a disability. It's not who that person is.
Yeah.
I love
Right.
that.
Right. Yeah.
That's the point. That's interesting. Okay. What kinds of things that people print there?
Oh, so I'm wearing, so this is embroidered, right?
Yeah.
We have t-shirts we print on, we embroider on hats, backpacks, tote bags, print on any kind of garment you can think of. And then we have a sticker printing machine that does all the stickers that you guys will see as well when you come up there on the 20th. So we're a full service garment printing business. We don't print any paper products. We don't, calendars and things like that. It's just garments.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. And the students are doing the work. I mean, when you come up there and you see it, they're running the machines, they're loading the embroidery machines, they're doing all of it. And that's really what it's all about. It's not about, hi, we've got somebody with a disability working here, come see that. No, they're actually doing the work, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really cool.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, I really like the stickers that you got us. We put them on the table for decoration. I love the fun colors and stuff.
Aren't they great?
They're really cool.
Incredible.
And our students, a couple of our students do some of the designing. Some of these are done by a friend of ours. But we have one of our students, Keon, who's quite the artist. A lot of the stickers are his designs. So it's a lot- it's a
That's
lot-
cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to support. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Why is Mychal's print and design a great place for students to work?
Well, again, it's job skills training, right? And it's not just in particular printing and embroidery. It's soft skills as well, right? So what is a soft skill? A soft skill is showing up at job on time, having proper hygiene, socially interconnecting with your coworkers in an appropriate way. So all of those things are learned here as well. But with the printing and embroidery, it's teamwork. It's having quality in a product. Packaging, it's everything. All these skills are transferable to another job. So if James, who's been at the print shop full time for 4 years now, if he decided to go somewhere else, he can go into another print shop somewhere if his family ended up moving to a different community. He's got the ability to do that. But he also has the skills of understanding of showing up on time and doing all of those things that we do at a job, right? That are important to have.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a point to be there early in a job because I'm like that too. Because I like to get there early and get things done.
Yeah.
And it makes you busy, and that's how and the time flies by. So.
And that shows the employer that you're serious about a job, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I showed up here early because I'd rather be early than late,
Yeah.
right? I can always sit in my car and get some work done while we're waiting to come in. And that's important to show that consistency and that I value your time as you do value my time.
Yeah.
I love that.
Can you share any success stories about a student or employer?
Oh, there's a lot of success stories. I think the very first one that stands out for me is we had a young man in our adult program, Path to Independence program, that came into the office and he said to the staff, no one's going to ever hire me because I have autism. So I can't imagine what that must feel like, right? How does that young man feel? He's prideful. He wants a job. He wants to have purpose and meaning. He just celebrated 9 years full time working at a Modernica furniture manufacturer in downtown LA. They're the first employer to hire. So that to me is success, right? That measures success. It's when students didn't feel they can do something and they walk through that fear and they achieve it. And what does that mean? Dominic making his first panini sandwich in the Café and the joy he got from that. Darius learning how to make scrambled eggs. I remember Al, Big Al, we called him Big Al, and Al was a short stature guy, and he cracked his first egg at 18 years old in our kitchen. He had never cracked an egg before. That to me may not seem like, that to some people may not seem like something big, but it really is at the end of the day. Because then I think that leads into the next item of success for them. So, to see, I don't want to say her name because she doesn't like me using it now. I'm just going to call her Jane. I'll just call her Jane.
Okay.
So Jane was working in one of our pop-ups, and a lot of anxiety for Jane. And to the point one day where we were working and she just had a breakdown and couldn't do it, right? So she went to the restroom, came back, gathered herself, we finished the day. Now, I would tell you, if you came to the cafe today, you would not be able to tell me who Jane is based on that story. She walked through that fear. She walked through the anxiety. Doesn't mean she doesn't still have some, but now she's got more confidence that she can get through anything, as I think we all can, right? The two of you learning to surf. That's not something that comes easy, but you're doing it because you want to learn it. And each of those successes, each time you catch one more wave or stand up on the board, that's one more area of success for you. That to me is what it's all about. It's the individual story about the participants that want to be employed, deserve to be employed, and have purpose and meaning in life.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. Why do you think inclusion is important in the community?
Why do I think inclusion is important in the community? Because we all deserve to be included, right? There should be no difference. It's like the whole no labels, right? We're not a label, right? I'm just Ed. I'm not old white guy Ed. I'm just Ed, right? I don't want somebody to attach something to me. So I think in society, the more people can see. So if you come into the cafe, maybe you're a business owner, right? Maybe you're a business owner and you go up to the counter and you order some food and maybe you're looking to hire somebody. Maybe you see somebody with a disability that can do a job and is employable. Maybe you'll consider hiring them. That to me is inclusion. We should all be in the room together. There should be no back room. There should be no hidden anywhere. We should all be in the room together because we're all in this together, right? The three of us are all in this together, living life in society. Mm-hmm. And we should leave the labels at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. It is important to people to be included.
Right. Why do you think inclusion is so important? What does it mean to you two?
I'm going to let Jeremy go first.
Okay.
It's important for me because I love that word, inclusion. Everybody needs to be included because I think that right there, you can sit about hide and they just, maybe because they feel nervous.
Right.
And sometimes we let them, they're in the comfort zone and they get back to it, and then all of a sudden you're just there.
Right.
And you're making your life easier, but not harder.
Right. Right.
Okay. That was a good, great talk.
You liked his answer?
I did.
Did you want to add anything to that?
Inclusion for me is being part of the community. Make sure people don't treat you badly or disrespectfully. Don't do anything dumb that you might regret in life with people with disabilities. Don't discriminate anybody with a disability, what else to make them feel bad. Mm-hmm. And when they feel bad, they don't want to express their feelings or their personality because people don't like that. But with inclusion, like Mychal's Café print shop, they feel included and they all have a team. Me and Jeremy are included in the podcast. Surfing community with our friend Ben. We're really fun people. So as long as they get to know us and hear our story and our voice, they can understand that we're not items. We're actually a real person.
Wow. That was really beautiful, and I think you really kind of hit it all on the head of the nail right there.
Yep.
We are all unique individuals, and we should all be treated with love and respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Wow. Okay, I've kind of pushed it.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Audrey, you're gonna skip your question,
Then I will.
and we're gonna go to Jeremy.
Okay.
So
You go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go.
Okay. How can people support Mychal's Learning Place or using your printing services?
Well, there's a lot of ways to support Mychal's, but I think more importantly, there's a lot of ways to support individuals with disabilities, right? So if somebody in the audience is listening and they own a business and they want to give somebody an opportunity for employment, consider hiring somebody with a disability, and you will not be disappointed. When it comes to Mychal's, the print shop, our biggest clients are big corporations. We're on-demand printing. It's you could do one shirt or you could do 1,000 shirts. Whatever your need is for your company, we can handle that. When it comes to the cafe, if you're in Redondo Beach, come out, support the cafe, support the individuals that are there. I think there needs to be more of these all over the country. There should be a cafe in every community that creates that awareness. T-shirt printing and embroidery business, again, it creates that awareness that, we're doing this work for this reason, that everything wraps back into Mychal's, which is a nonprofit. So I invite people to check out our website, to invite people to come out to the cafe if they're up in Redondo Beach. We've had people literally from all over the country come out to the cafe just to see it. And I've also, with the social media you mentioned earlier, TikTok and things like that, the awareness it's creating for people to see somebody working firsthand that just so happens to have a disability, right?
Yeah.
That they're making the drinks, they're making the food, they're working on the embroidery, doing all of it. That's the message.
I love that message.
That's a powerful message.
Totally, it is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Are there any events or opportunities in which our listeners can support Mychal's learning program, print shop, or bakery?
So again, you can go to the print shop and you can see all that we do, and we can provide that for any company. We also can ship it anywhere. The cafe and the bakery, we do catering locally, whether it's food, sandwiches, salads, things like that, or baked goods platter. We also make homemade granola, which is to die for. I think is the best granola, and we call it just good granola because it's just good granola. It goes great with yogurt and fresh fruit. We have an event in May. It's our annual luncheon, May 16th this year in Manhattan Beach. People want to donate any silent auction items, come out to the event. That'd be amazing. It's a great community event. And then in December, we do what's called the Great Santa Stroll. And so the Great Santa Stroll, last December, we had 1,900 people dressed like Santa Claus, walking from Hermosa Pier to Manhattan Pier and back on a Saturday morning, and every registrant gets a Santa suit. So just imagine 1,900 Santas strolling down the Strand in the beach. And we're a nonprofit, so it's a fundraiser.
Yeah.
But it's a fun, low-lift, family-friendly fundraiser.
I love that.
It's fun. You guys should come out next year, or this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think definitely.
Definitely.
That sounds
Okay.
so fun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I think we forgot one thing before we end this awesome podcast.
Yes.
What is that? Do you know?
The random question.
Yeah. That's
There's
what
a
it was.
random question?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And we love you be our honor to read it.
Oh, let me get my old man glasses out, shall I?
And
All
it's
right.
and it's an open-ended question. So we
Open-ended.
all get to answer it.
I love that. What should be taught in every elementary school? I'm going to start with you because I got to ask the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
My answer would be I want elementary schools to learn about people with disabilities, because there are so many cute, adorable babies with Down syndrome or autism or any kind of disability
Right,
to feel included in school, like in education.
right. And what would that look like? How do you see that? Because you guys are the ones that can educate,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We have been educated. Yeah.
So how do you think the schools should do that?
I think the best way is to, I'm just going to talk about a little bit of my education
Right.
experience. When I was in elementary school, the teachers told me I should be in a special ed class because of the disability I had. which kind of felt not part of the class.
Right.
And so they had to give me a bunch of homework like everybody else does, but a lot more than everybody else had. And I finished all of them, and they still thought I was supposed to be in a different class. But instead, I wanted to stay with my friends and stay into the class, which I did, so I didn't have to do special ed. But I did take a speech class,
Right.
which you get pulled out for 1 hour of your class time
Right.
just to practice words that may or may not understand what those are,
Right.
or the syllables. At the time, I didn't know how to say anything with the letter S.
Interesting.
And it was weird.
Yeah.
And I did not like getting pulled out of classes for that. Because what if I had a test and I didn't study for it? Or if we had homework and I have no idea what it is.
Right. So I've got a question for you. So I actually was in a speech class as well when I was in second grade. They
Yeah.
pulled me out for the hour and worked on my pronunciation.
Yeah.
How much of a role do you think your parents played in advocating for you to be mainstreamed, even when the school was telling them you should be in a special day class?
Oh, they fought so hard. They were like, oh, there was no way in the chance of the world that my daughter is not going to be in a special ed class for the determination
Right.
program. So the systems and the adults had to make my decisions for them. But in self-determination, which I am in now, which
Right.
means I can make my own decisions without the system or the parents to tell me what my decision is.
Right. So you like that independence.
I do.
That's great. And what about you, Jeremy? Tell me about your elementary school experience.
My elementary school experience, it was kind of the same thing. I got pulled out of speech for an hour,
Right.
Yeah.
and they told me that I could be in special ed.
Right.
But at first, I knew they were going to put me in special ed. But when I was a kid, my mom and my dad were agreed that my son with Down syndrome can't go in a general class.
Right.
Because I can do it whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was different because when I was a kid, I was a different person.
Yeah.
In elementary school, I want them to learn, show respect, and showing that all intellectual disabilities have a chance to be educated, go to school, and find their path.
Right.
And that's what I did. And when I was in elementary school, I didn't know what I want to be until now. I found my path. I found what I love.
Which
and
is what?
The podcast.
Yeah. There you
And
go.
surfing, of course.
Yeah.
And that helps me with my self-determination program to just have support staff to help me through my decisions.
Right.
And it helps me to be a better man for who I am right now.
Yeah.
The two of you are a true example of independence, and when given an opportunity, we can do anything, right?
Yeah.
Self-included. I can do anything. I didn't know that I would start this program. I didn't know that this is the path I would go down. So what I would say to the elementary school, I think, and you guys touched on all the points, is, let's not assume because somebody has a disability they can't learn, right?
Right.
Let's create those social opportunities as well that will last outside of school, right? Because, you've been in the school system. We've all been in the school system. We see how the social components break down and how some last and some don't last, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we start putting everybody in a side room, it's not fair. All of a sudden now they're 22 and they don't have a path of independence for
Yeah.
them. And I would challenge the parents out there to do what your two parents have done, which is set the bar high and have expectations like they have for, if you have other siblings, they have for those siblings,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We are all the same, and we should all be treated the same and given the same opportunities. The bar is not here, the bar is up here.
Yeah.
And
That
I,
is so
I may,
high.
yeah, I may not
Very
get
high.
up here with the bar, right? I may get here, but at least it's closer from than me just giving up.
Yeah.
I'm still teachable at my age. I still want to learn. I'm learning from the two of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for your taking your time to be here today. Is there anything else you would like to share with our audience?
I think you guys are awesome. I've watched your podcast. I think you are genuine, you're caring, you're two very loving individuals. I think you are a walking example and you're leading by example. And I'm blessed and honored to get to be here and share my story with you. I'm honored to be here. My daughter, if it wasn't for my daughter, I wouldn't be sitting here. And I'm grateful that she gave me this opportunity. Because of her, I've met you. My life is better. I have a lot to be grateful for, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. And one day when I start my own podcast, I'd love for you guys to be guests on that.
Oh yeah, we would love
That
to.
would-
I
We
would
would
love
We'd
that.
love to.
Yeah.
And I look forward to you guys coming up on the 20th to learn to make some specialty drinks and maybe print some swag.
Can't wait to do
Can't
that.
wait.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done.
Done.
Yeah, we're done.
Well
High
done.
fives.
Yeah.
You guys rock.